Hey, everyone. How are we doing today? Welcome to JK's Deal Reveal every week, bringing you a new deal to look at. And this week is going to be quite exciting for a couple of reasons. We are going to showcase one of your deals today. And we have a special guest speaker who has not been here once before on the Deal Reveal, who has not been here twice, has been here. Well, today will be his third time. So Jean-Francois is pulling a hat trick on the JK deal reveal. So this is super, super exciting. JK team, can we make sure that he has all the accesses we need? And in the meantime, so we promote him to co-host, panelist, all the privileges, please. And in the meantime, while that's happening, I'm gonna let you know that I am out and about. I'm actually in Buckeye Shaker. I am at the Greater Cleveland Real Estate Investor Association, where JK's Real Estate Partners and We Mind Properties are sponsors. And in that room right next door over there, we have a few dozen people who are investing, looking to get started in investing. There's a lot of positive energy. We're talking about wholesaling and house hacking, actually. So really, really exciting times. Hi there, Kip. Hi, how we doing? Fantastic. Okay, so Greater Cleveland. If ever you do come to Cleveland, every second Thursday of the month, they typically start at 5:30. If you happen to be in Cleveland on that Thursday, come check out the Greater Cleveland Real Estate Investor Association. Connect, network, find deals, find partners, find management, find contractors. And contractors, let's spend a minute about that, because that is what stops and slows down so many out-of-state investors. And JK is solved yet another huge obstacle to the remote investing game. Take a look, pay attention to social media, pay attention over the next couple of weeks for Service Sold. You can go right now, the site is live. Servicesold.com is a platform that we are now it's more than partnered with. We are basically we've taken on, and this is a platform where you can post your renovation jobs, kind of like a Kijiji, a Craigslist of sort, just for home improvement and renovations. And then contractors go in and they bid on your deals, and they bid them down. If there's more than one bid, they'll bid down, and you pick any one you want in there. It's going to be huge. It's launched, and it's going to start in the Cleveland market. It's going to expand across Ohio, across the US, and it's even going to go to Canada. So pay attention. This is massive. Super, super excited to bring it to you. So let's make sure. Jean-Francois, are you here? Can you?
Yes, I am. Oh,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Welcome back to the deal reveal.
Hey, hello.
Fantastico. All right. So we have yet again another smile from Jean-Francois. So Jean-Francois is here on his third deal in the Cleveland market. And this one's a little bit different, but I think they're all pretty awesome. But this one, sorry, someone on a motorcycle was doing a wheelie right in front of me the whole street. Sorry, I got distracted. Jean-Francois, third deal. This one's a little bit different. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Give people like kind of your background, how long you've been doing this, what kind of results you had. And then if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about this deal and what makes it so special.
Sure. So I have started investing in the US about, well, now it's about 6 months ago. It's in January, first time. So I learned about the JK community and all that end of 2023. Started kind of bought the all access pass, started the training and all that. So I've been a real estate investor in Canada for a few years. I have some property there, but it's been too expensive, and I was looking to how to pivot to something else. I've bought the pass, the training, started learning about that, and then at the same time, the deal butler was kind of starting. So I kind of offer as being so I end up to be the first client of the deal butler. I was the first client, so to do the first deal there. So I didn't like within 3 weeks, or yeah, 3 4 weeks. I kind of opened up the company in the US, kind of had everything, made my first deal in the US in end of January, beginning of February. Then I made a second deal not so long after, a few weeks after. I made a second deal for two long-term rental properties. And then those properties that had been, we did the renovation and all that. We found a tenant for one of the property. We found a new tenant this week for the second property, so which will be a Section 8. So income will start coming in soon for those two properties, and then we're looking to option to refinance at the moment. And then on the side, we're now looking like we were starting looking at other ways to make deals and all that. And then Kyle was looking at option with flips and seeing what we can do for some of the property that could like with rentals and then resell afterward. So that's what bring us today with like the deal that we got, which is a nice flip. That we kind of did we acquire with some creativity, let's say. So it took a while. Well, it took like 2 months to close at the end of the day. But
It did take a minute. It did take a minute. And unfortunately, fortunately, I don't know. Those most creative deals, they tend to take a little longer. Take some warming up. It takes some motivation from the seller for them to realize that they're motivated, that they're really in a bad spot. And this creative solution is the best solution for them. And it turns out that it's pretty awesome for us as well. So, what was creative about this deal, and what is the biggest takeaway that you take from it, Jean-Francois?
So what was creative? So we end up to do a subject to. So we did kind of a takeover the mortgage. So instead
Mm-hmm.
of paying the full, so the deal was 89,000 by the property, which is a single family home. The ARV value is about 200K. So there's a nice split or enough money there that it could worth it for a flip. I think we're talking like we still need to figure out like the amount of the rentals, but we're talking the $50,000 to $60,000. So
Yeah.
which is so it should end up with a 40K, something like a 40K at the end in terms of profit. So the deal, so I think it's like the money. So instead of paying 90,000 in terms of cash down to pay it cash, so we're able to take the mortgage. So we end up paying end up to about 20, 26, 27,000 if I remember correctly, of cash down to be able to buy the property. And then we'll be paying the mortgage while we do the reno and then sell the property.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. So 27-ish thousand to buy a property that's soon going to be worth 200,000. And this includes all the closing costs, right? So even if you had bought it for 89, there would have been closing costs. It would have cost like 95. So really you're comparing 95 to about 27 to buy this property with a mortgage in place. That mortgage was taken and was underwritten with a US citizen. And so that mortgage rate is like 3%. All right. So we're taking over that debt. Moreover, this seller was in pre-foreclosure and he's actually in a forbearance program, meaning he already kind of negotiated with the bank that there is no payments to do for the next 5, 6 months, anyways. So we're taking over not having mortgage payments and a mortgage that is only accruing at I think it's under 3%. I forget the exact number, 2.75 or it's somewhere in the threes, right around there.
Yeah.
So incredible, incredible. Um, Opportunity. And let's go back to the flip for a second, right? There's about a $40,000 spread here, and so imagine this flip is a relatively cosmetic, but we're doing a flip. So the rehab is not just like doing rent ready, just lipstick on a peg. We really do want to put the nice, and that's why the reno is. You might think it's a little high at the $50,000 to $60,000 range. It's going to look real nice at the end of it, and we're looking for the top end of the market at 200. And it might be 210, it might be 220 if we're lucky, but 200 is that nice conservative number that really should lock it up for a quick sale. So $40,000 in 4 or 5 months, right? That's the profit. That's the gross profit on this deal. So that's Jean-Francois's third deal in the making that closed last week. And the tenant, actually, the seller is still living in the property as we speak right now, but he's paying $50 a month because he needed some extra
Uh,
time to move his stuff out.
$50 a day, not a month.
Sorry, a day. Yeah, sorry. A good thing you catch me because I'm terrible with numbers, right? No, but yeah, $50 a day, which was the plan was to have it escrowed in the closing. So he prepaid that 1 month in advance. And so he can stay a day, he can stay a month, no problem. We're getting rental income from the seller. So that's the deal. What was the biggest takeaway on this? And the people who are in the who are live right now, I'm seeing people joining in still now. So this is going out to you, Andrew, Francois, George, Jerry, Hamid, Eba, who else do we have? We got John and Oni and Kim and Kip and MK and Mickey and Peter and Shri and Sylvie and Tony and Varan. All of you and everybody else who's also live listening in on Facebook and the other platforms. Is this a deal or no deal? Let us know. Is this a deal or no deal? While Jean-Francois basically brings his biggest takeaway now on a third deal, looking into a flip with those numbers.
Well, biggest takeaway. So I think, well, the thing is, I think, so especially with this, like it ended up to be a creative deal. Like I think we end. Yeah. So it ended up to be a creative deal that is kind of a. But yeah, it took time over. So and we don't need. Yeah, we need to like kind of take the time at the end, right? Like it ended up to be 2 months. At the point, we were not sure the deal closed, but yeah, it's a question of having patience, and then yeah, like with this and kind of negotiated with the seller. That's kind of good way to make that happen.
Biggest takeaway: being patient but being quick when it's important, right? Be patient, be what is it, patiently quick. That's what you got to be in real estate, patiently quick. And I don't know what happened to my video. It says the host disabled my video, so I don't know what happened. I'm still here. That's awesome. We have some comments that did come in, a ton of comments. Fantastic. Deal. We're liking this, and even some new people have joined in as well. So yeah, so anything else you'd like to say, or what's the next plan for Jean-Francois? I know you said you were going to refinance those properties. That's going to free up some capital and keep on going. Aside from that, what are the plans for Jean-Francois? What can we expect from Jean-Francois between now and the end of the year?
That's a good question. So yeah, I need to. I'm looking into refinancing. I want to continue expanding the portfolio. So it's good, like with that flip that will kind of bring a bit of income as well. So with all of that, I'm hoping I will be able to make at least one or two deals before the end of the 2024, which will have been a good year. If I end up to be another one or two deals, it's not that bad for my first year in the US. So
Not bad at all. And just to put it in perspective, how much time did you put in to get these now three deals? Based on your experience, I know you're not the typical U.S. real estate investor from Canada, but you are who you are, and your journey is your journey. So, how much time have you put into this so far?
well, for those deal, I think like what takes most of the time is more the learning around it and kind of even knowing like the areas and all that. But for making the deal, like I'm leveraging you and I'm leveraging the JK team as well. So it's not it's an hour, maybe an hour, an hour and a, so there's more like for sure like building company and all that. But yeah, in terms of making the deal, that's not that much, right? There's all the managing a business that takes a bit of time, but yeah,
I
in
love it.
terms of the
I
deal,
love it. I love it. Well,
it's
that's one
simple.
way to do it, right? JK's Real Estate Partner offers that side of it. It also offers it the do it yourself. I mean, you did pay the deal butler to find and put these deals together. So there's that. But I mean, the time, everyone's time is worth something. Some people value their time at $10 an hour. Other people value it at five, $10,000 an hour. And so where are you on that spectrum? It's perfectly fine. It's a decision for you to make. So that's fantastic. Stan has his hand up, or I don't know if he's just like perpetually giving us a high five, Jean-Francois. But Stan, if you do have a question, write it up in the chat or in the Q&A. Hopefully we can take a look at that for you while we are here live. I will also say while you're typing that up, Stan, that Jean-Francois, this property was on the last bus tour. We did drive by it, right? So This was one of the properties on the bus tour, and the upcoming bus tour is coming up August 10th and 11th. We still have some spots. We're basically thinking about adding on another bus just because of the like if the interest is there, we'll adapt, right? We'll make it work for you all. Um, we opened up an extra three VIPs. We booked off another one of our Airbnbs to accommodate another handful of VIPs. And so that's also an opportunity if you're looking to go. Jean-Francois, I don't know if you were planning to attend the next bus tour, but I know there's quite a few returning participants on the upcoming bus tour. So will you be joining us? I
Oh
don't know.
no, I
Not
will
this
be
one.
traveling in the UK at that time. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
so but yeah, like the bus tour is awesome, right? Like I was there last time, and it's a good opportunity to learn about the about Cleveland, about the area, and then yeah, also kind of networking and kind of learn about more about the real estate. So that's yeah, it's worth it for
Absolutely.
anybody that didn't go yet, or for people that are returning.
Absolutely. I agree. I love that event. You know, we used to do the blueprint. We don't do that anymore. Now everything is online in the all you can learn pass, so you can learn at your own rate. But the bus tour, you can't do that online, right? You have to come in, join, sit on that bus, go see all of Cleveland, the suburbs, the different types of strategies, the different areas. That's what the bus tour is built for. And it's so fun because it changes every single time. The opportunities change every 3 months, every 6 months, every year, and you know we're on top of it, doing short-term rentals, doing long-term rentals, getting started in the group home, and just planting a little seed there. But we're doing a lot, and we've got you covered in the Cleveland market. So, oh, I was looking for something in the chat, but Mickey is in the Q&A. Can you refinance before the 1 year term? Yes, absolutely you can. Most lenders like to see 6 months seasoning, that you've owned it for 6 months. Most like that, but there are some lenders that can refinance the very next day. It'll be a lower LTV, like 50%, but next day refinancing is possible. And then there's another category of lenders that will allow you to refinance so long as the value increased significantly between the purchase and where it is now. So if you prove receipts and you prove that you've renovated, you bought it for 50,000, now it's worth 100,000. There's a good chunk of lenders that see that value add, and as soon as you can prove that there has been an increase in value, they will refinance you. And it's case by case. Do you just go with the lender that refinances after the rehab, or do you wait the 6 months? It's case by case, even for myself, because if you do hold it for 6 months, you will open up more options. There are more lenders who have an appetite if you do own it for 6 months. So it gives you more options, and that's typically better rates and terms. 6 months, yeah. Mickey basically continues, says, quite non-common in Canada. Good news. Okay, well, thumbs up. Not sure exactly what you mean. If the refinance before a year is uncommon in Canada and this is good news, then I agree with you. Yes, fantastic. Beautiful, excellent. So that's it. That's our deal reveal for today. Make sure to sign up to the bus tour, to the All You Can Learn Pass if you're all not already there. I will say that to access the Deal Butler, you need to be an All You Can Learn member or an All You Can Learn Fast Pass member. Otherwise, the Deal Butler is it's an in-community service only. It's an in-house service only for our community members. So that's why Jean-Francois is, on the Deal Butler list. So that's perfect. Any final word, Jean-Francois, before we let these beautiful folks go?
No, so I think yeah, it's worth it to look into opportunity in Cleveland and to kind of work with the JK team. Like there's a lot of value bring to that.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. There's a lot of value working with people like you as well, Jean-Francois. You're amazing. You're exactly the type of person we want in our community as well. And JK team, thank you for posting the links in the chat right now. Anybody who's interested in the bus tour or interested in the All You Can Learn Pass, just click on that link right now before the webinar shuts in the next couple of minutes or next couple of seconds. Click on that, read it up. If you have any questions, the JK team is there for you as well. info@jkrealestatepartners.com. So thank you, Jean-Francois. Thank you, everyone, for your time. I'm going to go back to the networking event. I'm going to go change some lives in Cleveland. And yeah, just amazing times to be in real estate investing, doing now for tomorrow and the lifestyle we deserve. So have a great evening, everyone. And any questions like copies of the webinar or last week's Infinite Banking webinar, send us an email, info@jkrealestatepartners.com. The JK team is there for you to help and support you. All right, so have a great one. We'll catch you. Well, we'll see you at the bus tour or next week at next week's deal reveal. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you, Jean-Francois.